Okay, so I woke up this morning feeling really pretty good. My body feels pretty good. I feel active, alert, not all run down or anything like that. So whatever I did yesterday, it seemed to work. I got enough sleep, woke up on my own. I don't like using alarm clocks. Although I have birds, so I don't really need alarm clocks because as soon as the dawn starts coming, they start waking me up. So this is what I'm doing this morning, just to show you. As I said, no coffee this morning. I'm just brewing hot water instead of coffee, and I'm making myself a tea, completely locavore, forager type of a tea. This is made from the leaves of one stem of stinging nettle and the leaves of two stems of mature mint. So it's a stinging nettle and mint tea, and I'm just letting that kind of like seep in there, seep in the water. And so this will be, instead of coffee today, it'll be tea. And once I've strained it out, like once I've got my tea out of it, the greens that have been soaked, I'm gonna eat those. That'll be part of my breakfast. I'm also gonna be eating for breakfast some of this probiotic organic raspberry yogurt. This yogurt, of course, I don't think is locavore. Comes from British Columbia, so it's not that far away, but all the same, it's not a local Alberta product. But it'll be a good change for me this morning from the Starbucks egg and bacon sandwich breakfast kind of a thing. So I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna drink this, and I think that's about it for this morning. And I'm about to head out to the park where I feed the birds and get a little bit of morning exercise. So I'm headed home now. The turkey sandwich I ate today was delicious. I still didn't eat the organic pear at the office, but the turkey sandwich was great. I'm probably gonna do that again. That was just a perfect sandwich. Nice good layer of turkey and a couple pieces of cheese on top. Popped in the toaster oven. It worked. The bread was, you know, nice. Lots of grain and stuff in it. That was just good. So I'll probably do that again. Right now, I'm still working on my little bit of my cup of tea from this morning, but most of the day I've been drinking this lemonade that I bought yesterday. Just about finished the lemonade. I had to add water to it. Actually, I finished half of it, and then I filled it back all the way up with water, and I'm this far down with it now. So, not that I've just drank 1 liter of liquid in the last 24 hours. Right now, I'm going to snack on something, a traditional food, traditional Blackfoot food called mokakin, or otherwise known as pemmican. And this stuff is really the original trail mix of the plains. I don't know if you can see it here, but basically this is made of bison and berries. This is bison that we dry in our garage. We just hang it from lines and dry it, and then briefly bake it in the oven, and then my wife will pound it with a rock and just make it into dust, like, you know, like if you buy jerky stuff at the 7-Eleven or whatever. It's kind of like that, hey? It's just pounded dry meat, and then mix in dried Saskatoon berries picked locally, and then mix in a little bit of bison fat, just enough to get everything to kind of like stick together a little bit. And this is a really super nutritious trail food. This is what, in the old days, if guys were going to war on the war trail or whatever, long distance travel, this is what they carry with them. It's a bunch of pemmican, and it's just super nutritious. And since it's already, you know, pounded up and everything, it just goes easy through the system. There's sacred songs about the pemmican, about how it gives long life. There's several foods here that have songs like that, traditional foods that give long life. So this is a locavore food and a traditional food, and a little bit of pemmican goes a long way in terms of satisfying your hunger. So I'm just going to snack a little bit on it as I make my way back home. Other things I've been doing today, I did continue to, like with my shoes, when I put them on this morning, I made sure to do it standing. I've been keeping pretty good posture, and when I have to pick something up, I've been squatting to pick it up. I did a bunch of exercise in my office today during breaks and stuff, and I'm gonna go home. There's a show that I watch on Wednesday nights. While I'm watching the show, it's an hour-long show, I think what I'll do is I'll stretch my legs out with my coffee table, use my coffee table as a kind of a splits training machine, and stretch my legs for that whole hour while I'm watching the show. And then we'll see what I have for dinner and all of that. So this is how my day's been going, and still feeling really good and everything. As I felt when I woke up this morning. It's just right now I'm hungry. I'm looking forward to dinner. important.
Maybe we should document taking off our clothes too, huh?
Go.
Start stripping.
Go. I'll put it on YouTube. What's that? So this is my coffee table split stretch, and I'm just watching my Wednesday night show and working on the stretch. I think, I don't have any evidence to back this up, but I think if somebody was to do this consistently every night for half hour or hour, it would really help the flexibility. And so maybe I'll be able to be diligent enough to do that. So I'm cooking some chicken breasts for dinner. Put a little Szechuan sauce on them on the outside barbecue, and gonna mix got some corn and some pasta with it, and I'll show the full dinner when it's all ready. Okay, so here's the full dinner: chicken breast with some pasta with some corn. The corn is local, chicken's probably local, pasta I don't know. Came from a, what are those called? Sidekick. Just getting on toward 10 o'clock or so at night. I'm rendering my videos for the day, and I purposely haven't taken my puffer, even though I obviously need to, because I wanted to demonstrate what my breathing has become. This labored breathing is not a result of any exercise. This is just what's hitting me nowadays, especially late at night. My theory is that it is derived from my diet, from what I put in my body, and I believe that alcohol is a contributing factor. This evening I drank while I was watching my show, I drank a eggnog with a little bit of rum in it. Then I had half a glass of sake after, warm sake. And then I had a homemade apple cider that's a bit hard. So basically I had 3 drinks, and my theory is that After doing this regularly for a prolonged period of time, it's caused acid reflux, and it's done maybe some damage to my throat, such that the acid reflux comes up into my throat. It makes me feel like I can't breathe. This is my thinking. Adrian, the doctors don't necessarily think so. They think it's either, well, they tested for, they thought it was allergies. Which almost would have made sense, because when the onset started, it was a couple of years ago, I think 2 summers ago, and I started getting symptoms in the coolies. There wasn't any kind of drinking anything involved. So I don't know. But they couldn't figure out if it was allergy, or if they tried to look for, with a CAT scan, for any evidence of damage from a long-term sinus infection, like chronic sinusitis. They didn't find anything. My next test is supposed to be to determine whether it's lung or throat. But in any case, it's very irritating. And it's certainly holding me back from reaching my potential. And so, this is a big contributing factor to why I feel a need to start documenting all of my little decisions, especially nutritive, but also physical activity, because every little thing counts in health. And obviously right now, my health is not what it should be. Had a pretty good day, but the evening is going pretty harsh. I'm going to take my puffer. Hopefully that clears things up, and I can go to bed. Have another day tomorrow.